A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. The morning after Donald Trump was elected for a second term, the political atmosphere in America was charged with a mixture of disbelief and resignation. The echoes of his previous victory in 2016 still resonated, but this time, the implications were clearer. As the nation braced itself for another 4 years under Trump's controversial leadership, many were left grappling with the reality of a deeply divided electorate and the ramifications of his policies. In 2016, the election of Donald Trump was seen as a shocking upset, a deviation from the expected trajectory of American democracy. Barack Obama, the first black president, had left the White House with hopes of a progressive legacy, envisioning a future where liberal values would continue to thrive. However, Trump's ascendance marked a stark pivot away from those ideals, as he positioned himself as a populist figure, appealing to the frustrations of millions who felt overlooked by the political establishment. His rhetoric was often incendiary, painting a dire picture of America as a hellscape plagued by illegal aliens and criminals, and it resonated with a significant portion of the electorate. Fast forward to the recent election, and Trump's re-election was not met with the same shock as his first victory. Instead, it was a culmination of years of political polarization, economic anxiety, and cultural rifts that have come to define the current era. Joe Biden's presidency, while marked by significant legislative achievements, struggled against the backdrop of widespread discontent. Polls indicated that a substantial majority of voters in key swing states disapproved of his performance, creating an uphill battle for Vice President Kamala Harris as she sought to carve out her own identity and campaign strategy. The Democratic Party, once seen as the bastion of progressive ideals, faced an existential crisis. Harris's campaign was hampered by her loyalty to Biden, and despite her intelligence and energy, she found herself navigating a treacherous political landscape. The narrative surrounding her campaign was one of cautious optimism, but the reality was that Trump's divisive tactics and unapologetic rhetoric had created an environment where traditional political norms were upended. As Trump campaigned, he doubled down on his controversial statements, embracing a message of fear and division. His disdain for various groups and his mockery of political opponents became hallmarks of his campaign, culminating in a series of rallies that showcased a troubling embrace of extremism. The implications of a second Trump administration extend far beyond partisan politics. Observers have raised alarms about the potential rollback of civil rights, human rights, and environmental protections. The threat of mass deportations looms large, and the prospect of a judiciary stacked with ideologues raises questions about the future of American democracy. In the wake of Trump's victory, the Democratic Party faces a pivotal moment. Reflecting on Obama's musings from 2016, the question of whether the party has lost touch with the American electorate looms large. The need for self-reflection and a re-evaluation of strategies is more pressing than ever. The Democrats must strive to rebuild an inclusive coalition that resonates with working-class Americans and addresses their concerns. The urgency of this task cannot be overstated, as the stakes have never been higher. The rise of authoritarianism, coupled with a growing sense of defeatism among those who oppose it, poses a significant threat to the democratic fabric of the nation. It is imperative that those who fear the consequences of Trump's return do not retreat into apathy. Indifference, as history has shown, can lead to the erosion of fundamental rights and freedoms. As Americans grapple with the implications of Trump's policies, the call to action is clear. Engage in civic life, advocate for democratic values, and resist the forces that seek to undermine the principles of justice and equality. The journey ahead will not be easy, but it is essential for the preservation of a democratic society. The lessons learned from the past must inform the path forward, as the nation collectively confronts the challenges posed by a deeply polarized political landscape. Only through unity, resilience, and a commitment to democratic ideals can America hope to navigate the turbulent waters of its current political reality. The future of the nation depends on the willingness of its citizens to stand up for the values they hold dear and to ensure that the promise of democracy remains alive for generations to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.